Hello and welcome. Today we're sharing a powerful story about the Thompson family, David, Sarah, and their three kids, Emma, Lucas, and little Sophia. Their dream vacation on a beautiful tropical beach was about to turn into their worst nightmare. It was a perfect morning. The sun was shining, the water was crystal clear. The family was laughing and playing, creating memories they thought they'd cherish forever. It was paradise, a true blessing. As they ran towards the ocean, holding hands, pure joy radiated from them. But in a terrifying instant, paradise was lost. Suddenly, the ocean did something unnatural. It pulled back, receding dramatically and exposing the seafloor. While some tourists looked on with curiosity, a cold dread washed over David. He knew what was coming. "Tsunami, run!" he screamed. Chaos erupted. Panic, screams, and the deafening roar of an approaching monster wave. David grabbed Sophia, Sarah herded Emma and Lucas, and they ran for their lives. But the wave was faster. It hit with devastating force, tearing the family apart. In the aftermath, David found himself clinging to floating debris. A bleeding head wound his only companion besides his unconscious daughter, Sophia. He desperately shook her, pleading for her to wake up. When her eyes fluttered open, her first words were, "Where's Mommy?" David, his voice breaking, promised they would find her. Miles away, Sarah woke up in the rubble of a destroyed building, her leg badly injured. Her first thought was for her children. "Emma, Lucas," she cried out. To her immense relief, they were alive, huddled together nearby. But their family was broken. Lucas, crying, asked, "Where's Dad? Where's Sophia?" All Sarah could do was pray through her tears for God to protect them. As the days turned into a week, the separated family began their desperate search. David carried a feverish Sophia, showing their tattered family photo to anyone who would look, praying for a sign. Meanwhile, Sarah, Emma, and Lucas were in an evacuation center, checking survivor lists every hour, clinging to the hope that David's resourcefulness would lead him and Sophia back to them. Their paths merely crossed multiple times, creating moments of heart-wrenching false hope. In a crowded hospital, David searched one wing while Sarah was being treated in another, missed by mere minutes. Emma once screamed for her dad, chasing a man who looked like him from behind, only to collapse in tears when he turned around. David, scanning yet another survivor list and finding no trace of his family, felt his hope beginning to crumble. But just as he was about to break, little Sophia, with the pure faith of a child, tugged on his shirt and said, "Daddy, Mommy is alive." "I know it. God is taking care of her." Her simple, powerful belief reignited his strength to keep going. On the fifth night, Sarah sat in the darkness of the evacuation center, her children sleeping beside her. Despair was setting in. Clutching the small cross necklace David had given her on their wedding day, she whispered a prayer, confessing her fear and fading hope. She remembered David's words from that day, "No matter what happens, never lose faith. God has a plan." A new resolve washed over her. She wouldn't give up. The God who had brought them together once could surely do it again. On day 6, David arrived at the main evacuation center, Sophia in his arms. As he registered with a volunteer, a small voice cut through the noise of the crowd. "Mom, is that?" It was Lucas. His eyes were locked on a familiar figure across the crowded space. Then he screamed with all his might, "Dad, Sophia." Time stood still. David's head snapped up. He saw them. Sarah, Emma, Lucas. They were alive. He saw them, and they saw him. They ran, a collision of tears, relief, and overwhelming love. "You're alive." Sarah sobbed, holding her husband and daughter. "I thought we'd never see you again." Emma cried. They clung to each other, a complete family once more, a living miracle in the midst of devastation. David, holding them all, whispered, "God kept us safe. He brought us back together. 6 months later, the Thompsons sat in their new, modest home. The walls were decorated with family photos, symbols of what truly matters. As Sarah explained, that day we lost everything material we had, but we gained something much more valuable. We learned that faith isn't about believing life will be easy. It's trusting that God will be with us through the impossible. Family is life's true meaning. Their story is a powerful reminder that when faith and family are at the center of our lives, even the most overwhelming challenges can be overcome. We can survive the impossible. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this journey with us. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. We'll see you next time.